What's up, guys? I am back to talk about this. Y'all see the title. Y'all see what's up. Should Bobby Lashley and her business move to AEW? Now, I know this has been in the news lately, I'm going to go ahead and speak on it and give my information on it. We already know about the MVP thing coming out, talking about Triple H or Mr. H now wanting to book the Hurt Business and bring it back and basically calling them out as a racist. So now it's been a lot of news media talking about Bobby Lashley going to AEW and the Hurt Business as well. But the main focus has been Bobby. So basically, what I want to say is, so do I think he should and or they should? I'm gonna be honest. I mean, honestly, I say yeah. Like I know AEW booking is not the greatest when it comes to minorities and Black Americans or minorities in general, but honestly, it's like they. I feel like they would at least do a little more with you because WWE is not doing anything with none of these guys. None of them. Nothing. Shit, when the last time we even seen Bobby Lashley? And you notice that they not saying he injured or none of this other stuff like they be trying to kayfabe with other people like Rhea and CM Punk. They just let him just not be there and just act like he not even important. Like Bobby Lashley to me has always been one of my favorites and always seemed like an important contender when it comes to any title, really, especially the main title. I mean, there's no reason really not to book him. It's like Mr. H don't even want to put this dude in any matches, and then put basically made him a manager for the Street Profits. Like, come on, they gonna give him some shitty name that really don't mean anything when you and didn't even have them winning or going to any pay per views or nothing. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Boy, under Vince McMahon, shit, Vince McMahon had Montez Ford in the Elimination Chamber, right? He was trying to put Montez Ford on. Mr. H ain't doing shit with Montez Ford, ain't doing nothing, and put Bobby in the group for like a bullshit Hurt Business that didn't do anything. I think they should go. Cause they may not get the most of the most in AEW, but if they want to like still try to get their names out there or at least be shown doing something at all or better, I say yeah. Cause sticking in WWE is not gonna get you nothing. They ruined Bobby like just like so many other careers have been ruined under Mr. H. I mean, just look at this picture of him now. Like he's just letting you know he finna cut a lot of people off. He finna cut a lot of people down, man. MVP ain't been doing nothing, not even being used. Almost doing nothing, not even being used. Shelton Benjamin doing nothing, not even being used. Cedric, okay, you might see him maybe every once in a while, but he's just jobbing out. He don't never win nothing, never get no bill, nothing, and just lose all the time. Whatever happened to Adonis? I remember they was trying to do some whole little thing with Adonis, with him acting like he wanted to work with Cedric, and that just disappeared, did nothing. Made B-Fab join the Street Profits and them, but she ain't doing nothing. She ain't working no matches, doing nothing. I mean, what else can you say? It's just really sad because you look at most minority talents and most older Vince talents. It's sad because really none of them are doing nothing, and none of them are really coming up. I mean, look at SummerSlam. Look at these pay-per-views are becoming less and less, including minorities. When you think about it, especially when it comes to the winners, like, what's the point? It's like at this point, staying in WWE is just gonna move your needle down. They just gonna use you, job you out or something. Just like almost, we ain't seen him since Royal Rumble, so everybody can beat his ass and toss him out the ring. Never get used again. MVP. Oh, we ain't got nothing to do with you. Bobby Lashley. Oh, we can't book no matches for you. We can't do nothing with you. It's like the last time I remember Bobby Lashley like really fighting is when he was fighting AJ Styles, and then he got his head busted open, and then he wasn't around for a while. That was, man, that was a long time ago. Shit, we done had like two feuds with AJ Styles and Cody since then. Like, man, I feel bad because Bobby Lashley again should be a top contender. Like, he definitely got the look. He definitely can wrestle. He was champion, and I liked his run with the Hurt Business. I liked it. It was something. It did make Raw kind of interesting, and it did make them seem like a threat. But as you can see, Mr. H, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to bring them back. He didn't want them joining up and being strong or nothing. He want to treat them like the Street Profits right now, just working matches but not doing nothing. Just like what Ricochet was saying, just I'm just working matches but not really doing anything, and I'm not really getting any boosts. It's clear as day if you pay attention. You can clear as day see who the favorites are on the roster, right? And it don't matter which brand it is. You can clear as day see it be based on the way that they get treated. And none of these members of the Hurt Business are getting treated well or given any real opportunities or barely being used at all. And it's just so crazy when you think about it because, man, it wasn't nothing but 2-3 years ago, right? That was about 3 years ago. The Hurt Business was running Raw. It wasn't nothing but 3 years ago. Omos actually was a threat. And look what happens when you let new creative in and you let new people come in and change who can get what and giving so much to favorites instead of letting things grow for what they really are. You want to pander to your favorites. That's why the matches are becoming so predictable because it's all about pandering. Everything is about pandering. Look at that main event of Raw yesterday. It was just pandering Sami Zayn, and taking the shine away from Jay. The same thing Sami was trying to do to get the bloodline. It's like in the son of the same man, Mr. H. He ain't booking minorities well. And I noticed that more and more people are coming out mentioning this and talking about it. And now here it go. Her business talking about they want to go to AEW, and I don't blame them. Yeah, AEW has its quirks too. They don't really, honestly, AEW doesn't do the best with their minorities either. But I feel like I got to give AEW at least a little more credit when it comes to this because at least they try a little more. They may not have a lot, but shoot, I really do got a strong feeling if they did go to AEW, they would get used. They will get used, and they might even win some stuff. They do. I think they'll have the biggest storylines, like Hurt Business wise back in the day. Storylines, I don't think so. Unless something crazy happened. But I mean, at least they'll probably get used and booked in matches. I mean, look at Claudio, man. Look at Claudio or Cesaro. Man, that dude, when he was in WWE, he had his little slight pushes, but he never really got that much shine. It's like, look at him at AEW. The man is still like the same, but get pushed and used way more, and he was an older WWE talent. It's a reason why so many older WWE talents are in AEW and they're not going back to WWE. It's a reason for that. And more, I think, are going to leave in the future. I said this over a year ago, and it's just crazy that it's actually happening now. Because, and this is one of the main reasons why, is people got to get paid. They got to make their money, right? But it's your image. Like, this is your value. This is your stock. Right? If you're not being shown in the right light, then people gonna turn off from you, and it ain't gonna really build you, and your career is gonna go down. That's just the point. That's why I don't think people like Mercedes came back. Cause just imagine if she would have came back, her career would have just went shot. She wouldn't have got no real opportunities, got nothing. Look at Naomi. I mean, and the sad part is Mr. H makes this so obvious when it comes to how people get treated, and it's sad how people overlook it when it's like damn near everybody just go through all the wrestlers and look at what they doing. Come on, minorities and older event times. It's pretty obvious that they're getting treated like crap. Like, come on, and then they use certain little ones to make you think something going on when really ain't nothing going on. It's sad. And the Hurt Business and Bobby Lashley is another example. I hear a lot of YouTube podcasters out here, and they actually talk Bobby, and I be like, cool, because I like Bobby. I mean, it's like, how can you really not really like Bobby? I say one of his only disadvantages to me is just his voice. I think his voice could be a little stronger, but I mean, he tried. You can't say he did used to talk a lot, and at least try, and at least he could back it up in the ring, dude. Again, if they go, I don't blame them. You might see Ricochet in there. Well, boy, I damn near thought Hologram was Ricochet. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. And shouts out to y'all and the views for that video. I noticed that that video got some views, and I'm happy about that because I thought it was something, and I noticed most people wasn't really pointing it out. But again, it's a reason why they're not coming back. A lot of people like to down talk AEW because they got so many of the other stars from WWE, but instead you got to think about that, like why? I mean, some of these stars are like legends when it comes to WWE, like Adam Copeland, and he don't want to come back. Like, come on now. And they didn't really do Edge that good when he left, did they? And here we go. Who was Edge? A older Vince talent. Like I said, it's the minorities and the older Vince talents. It's blatant. It's blatant. I mean, for real, right? Edge didn't get treated that good. Look at Sheamus. Sheamus ain't even really getting treated that well. Look at Edge. Edge wasn't good. Edge fought Sheamus, right? Beat him. But it wasn't nothing like spectacular or really good because you see he don't really care about Sheamus either. You see, oh, Edge, you just go fight Sheamus. Goodbye. We'll never see you again. Like, damn, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, Edge is a legend in my honest opinion. So why treat him like that? I feel bad for John Cena. I'm calling this shit. I don't think John Cena gonna have a good ending and a good career end. The fact that y'all made him do that in Canada out there and not even at SummerSlam, that's red flaggy right there. The fact that you made somebody like Solo destroy him, and this was under Mr. H, and Solo is doing nothing now. That makes me wonder why he even fighting Cody to begin with, knowing that Jacob is doing all the work. So it shows me that you really don't care about Cena like that. If you did, you might have had Cena go over on Solo, but instead, Solo did some of the worst shit we ever seen, but don't ever do it any other time. Like, what the fuck? So yes, be on the lookout for that too. Be on the lookout for John Cena not having the greatest of the greatest ending. It's a reason why they gonna leave and go to AEW. Again, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I think they would, and I think they should too. Again, what's the point of staying here, man? Mr. H, man, he want to be known as the best. He's screwing all y'all over, so people can go look back in history and be like, yeah, Triple H was the best. Like, no, the hell he wasn't. No, the hell he wasn't. And it blows my mind how Mr. H was literally involved in a lot of amazing storylines in the past, but today he can't create them. That blows my mind how the man literally was involved in so many fucking wonderful storylines in the past, but now it just don't happen, like, especially for particular people. Went over on Booker T. We can go all night about this, like. But that's my answer to the question, man. I think they should go because I think they'll actually get used and at least get some time. I don't think they'll get jobbed out. They might take some losses, but I don't think they're gonna get jobbed out or just not be used because it's publicity. Like let's be honest. If AEW got them, I think viewers would go up. It's a Bobby Lashley got a lot of fans, and especially if you really made a Hurt Business, that would outshine a lot of the factions on AEW. Just period. And people gonna want to watch just because it ain't happened in years. You know, that's just my thoughts about the whole ordeal. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Please comment. I had to, it's kind of a hot topic right now, so I want to get my take. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. And yeah, the Almighty and AEW.